It was mostly just me being a reader that couldn't find something that was really, really affecting me. I'm not a middle person. I have to either be completely consumed by the story or I'm completely bored. And I felt like there wasn't anything that was consuming me. And so I just was like, oh, I'll write a chapter until somebody on Wattpad writes a new story or updates when I'm already reading. And then I just got addicted after the first chapter. So it was really just a random thought of, oh, I'll write a chapter, and then it turned into this. I think there's a really big difference in relating and trying to model yourself after something.
Yeah, relating and idolizing.
Yeah, it's a totally different
thing. Kind of put in the same thing, but they're different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different. Relating is, I think more people relate to it than idolize it, because no one is perfect. No matter how perfect people may think they are, no one is. And I think it's just a complicated question, because there's a really big difference.
Relating to bad things is almost good, because you realize you're not the only one who's doing it. So it kind of gives you assurance that you're not, you know. And then idolizing is, it's kind of like the opposite. You can't really be confused. Yeah.
I think that there's something about stories about girls exploring their sexuality which is sort of taboo, and so I think this is, for girls it's really important, and I think for guys it's also going to be really important, because there's a lot of the sexuality in this film, it's sort of centered on her pleasure and her experience, and rather than typically what happens is him receiving, it's him giving. And so I think it's going to be really important for a lot of teenagers.
I feel like the anticipation beforehand is always worse, and everyone's there to do a job, and it's always executed very professionally, so you assume it's going to be worse than it is.
I'm up to book 4.
I didn't, because so the book's told from her perspective, and therefore there are going to be some things that are her interpretation of the character and therefore not directly true to the character. So the fact we had Anna on set every day allowed me to just take the script as my source material and not have any confusion between things that made the film and haven't. And I wanted to wait. I saw the film 2 days ago, and I wanted to watch the film first so that I don't have any, I feel like, so we can give them the most, I can put my all into that and not, just have that as my pure center of focus.
I thought that they were a really real representation of a lot of people's experiences in relationships, and I really liked that it was a far messier and more complicated telling of two people in a relationship than usually you get. I think that's important.
Yeah, I mean, we just spent so much time together that, I don't know, luckily we did get along very well.
Yeah.
I feel to say we're lucky that we all got along, but I guess there's an element of good casting.
Yeah, sure.
The fact we're in the same age group helps. Yeah, and the cast and crew and everyone behind as well. It's not just like the people on the screen. I don't know how we got so lucky. I keep saying, like, if and when we do the next one, can we please have the same people?
I say this all the time, like the exact same, everything, catering, everything. Everybody was just so great, and for me, I pretty much knew.
We have so many phone numbers of the crew. Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it was different than I thought. I didn't realize we would be so like bonded and become like friends. I feel like it's something different than friends, but not, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you're my friend, but...
No, I mean like more than, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
no, 100%.
Like, not family necessarily, but like something in between that, all of that. Like coworkers.